stream.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Josie Gamble, founder of ChristianCreativeDirectory.com. This directory gives Christian creative professionals who want more visibility online a high-quality directory listing, resources and expert advice so they can get found by kingdom business owners and organisations UK-wide, work on creative projects and grow their business. This directory gives kingdom businesses, organisations and churches who are looking to find high-quality, talented creatives instant access to a wide range of approved creatives, professionals and services so they can confidently book the perfect team to complete projects within their budget. So how does it work?
You can easily create and manage your listing. Tag the services you offer, add images and video, and tell everyone how amazing you, your business or your services are. Enter your location, socials and contact details to receive inquiries directly to your inbox. Get reviews and ratings, and even track your listing anytime with our inbuilt analytics. Gain exclusive access to free expert advice to grow your creative business. And as if that wasn't good enough, you can access opportunities, list projects, and engage with an incredible creative community. From as little as the cost of a coffee a month, sign up for free. Don't miss out on our amazing launch offer of 6 months free listing if you sign up before the 21st of May.
Hello and welcome to Visions TV Online. I'm your host, Shireen Morrison. Nice to see you guys. I'm here with the lovely Josie Gamble. I always love speaking to Josie. She's one of those people that are always so warm, lovely, and she's willing to give all her amazing advice about everything that she's doing. I'll let Josie introduce who she is. She's from the Christian Creative Network. Yes. Yeah. So yes, Josie, if you just let everyone know who you are, and I'll let you take the floor.
Hi, I'm Josie Gamble. I'm the founder and director of the Christian Creative Network, and I'm just about to launch the Christian Creative Directory, which is very exciting. I'm a 43-year-old mum. I live in the Midlands. I'm a creative. I run my own creative design business for the last 14 years. Yeah, there we go. Short and sweet.
So the last time I spoke to you, we were speaking about CCN and how it was growing and what that meant for you. If you just let everyone know a bit more about what that entails and what made you birth CCN.
Yes, so the Christian Creative Network is it's a national network made up of local branches, and it's to support and champion creativity in the body of Christ. So we launched another branch last month up in Durham, so that's our furthest north. So we have 8 branches currently, and it all sprung from. So as I was running my business, I started doing business networking, and I landed upon this business network that was for mums who work from home. And my youngest, I've got 3 daughters, and my youngest had just gone into sort of full-time education. So I was like, right, I want to get out there and meet people who are in the same boat as myself. Networking Mummies was the name of the network, and it was about my level. I was like, I could do that, other mums. And I was actually so surprised at how much I grew and benefited from this network, how my business grew. We all traded with each other, and I was in that network for about 3.5 years, and I just felt we need something like this for Christian creatives. And so what I did was I took that model and I brought it into the church, and we have Christian Creative Network. So a branch will have a monthly meet. We've been doing that online during lockdown, run workshops and events to help equip the creatives to not teach them their creativity, but how to then get their creativity out there. So that might be like how to use social media, headshot photo shoots, things that really equip them in what they're doing. And then we run events which are more publicly facing. So it might be exhibitions. I'm trying to think of the word. I want to say flash mob, but we haven't done a flash mob yet. But we have done open mic nights. And so things like that, where people actually get to showcase their creativity to the world. And so that's what we've done as the network. But when I launched the network, it was always a three-pronged approach. It was to have a network, a directory, and some Christian Creative Recognition Awards. So we've started the network, got 8 branches. We're just about to launch the network, and the awards are still a little way off. Maybe I'll be talking to you about that, because I know that's something you're doing too. So yes, there we go. I hope that was a kind of a synopsis there of what the network is.
Absolutely brilliant. And so obviously you said that from, you know, having your network as a mum, you understood that it was important to bring that network to the Christian creatives, which is excellent. I know that a lot of networking that we do have landed us in situations that we wouldn't necessarily have been in if we wasn't networking, or if you didn't reach out to certain people. So having that kind of networking thing happening is so important when you have your own business. So it's something that's definitely needed in the Christian creative community. So that is fantastic. And so you mentioned having the networking, and then you mentioned having the directory. So, and you're on that stage at the moment. So before we get there, I just want to find out, okay, how was the pandemic? How has your business kind of grown over that time? Did you have any challenges? Like, how did you overcome anything like that over the pandemic?
Oh, yes. So we actually launched 4 new branches back at the beginning in January 2020. And then very quickly after that, we were in lockdown. So I think all the branches had their launch. And then some of them had their first monthly meet. So we were kind of thrust into this, part of one of the values of having a local network is that you can meet with those people. You can meet face to face, and you can connect, you can talk and share local opportunities, you can meet up and encourage each other. So we then kind of thought, okay, well, it looks like we're going to be online for a while, so it was lockdown for a while, so let's move it online. So we kind of shifted to doing Zoom monthly meets, and we're still doing that at the moment. But then we also had people still applying to be branch leaders, and so I was like, well, hold on, I'm not really sure how we're going to navigate this. But we then, as you know, we just launched another one, so that's really exciting. So they did their online launch, and they'll start their first monthly meet this month. So that's been a challenge, but also what it did, it gave us time to do something we're also going to be rolling out through the branches. Is a fabulous, it's called The Kingdom Art Life. It's a 12-week Bible study about creativity in the kingdom. It's written by this fabulous lady in America. And we got to, as branch leaders, we all did this course together with the view to then rolling it out through our branches. So it kind of gave us a bit of time, because we couldn't run events, we couldn't do our Christmas fairs, our makers markets, or anything really. So because and even running workshops, we've not done. So we've kind of used that time to then, let's get into this course, let's really get on board with it. And so all the branch leaders have done that, and we'll be rolling that out shortly as well.
Yeah, that's the one thing that pandemic has definitely allowed us to do, is kind of start doing things that we wouldn't normally have time to do. So that's absolutely fantastic. So I'm happy that
in my business, I design websites, and so everybody wants websites now. They all want to be online. So my design business has kind of been really busy. But fortunately, my kids were able to go to school. My husband's in education, so plus as a key worker. And I just thank God, because if my kids weren't at school, we wouldn't be launching the directory now, because I would not have had the headspace to do it. So yes.
So tell us a bit about the directory then, Josie. So what does it include, and what made you start? I know it was part of the plan, but what made you think I need a directory as part of the 3 prongs?
Well, running my business for the last 14 years, I build websites, but I'm also not equipped to do every aspect of what a client might need. So I already naturally work with a whole host of other professionals who I call upon to kind of say, hey, I've got this project, can you be involved? So I've got my own network of people that I go to. But if a church was wanting to build a new website and they need a videographer, a photographer, they need all where do they go if they don't have those networks? And I'm part of like design networks, I'm part of church comms networks, I'm part of lots of different, but nothing all in one place. And I thought, well, look, if I'm looking for people, and part of being creative is you collaborate, you work with other people. You need to for inspiration, but you also need to kind of deliver your service.
Yeah.
So it was just out of necessity, really. It's like, well, hold on, there is no one's doing this. Oh, okay, I'll do it. So, but also, when I started the network, it was always the vision back then, because the business model I'd kind of adapted also had a directory, and I just saw the huge value in it, and I thought, actually, this is what we need. So it all comes under the banner of championing creativity in the body of Christ. And what better way to do that than help the creatives be found? They can find each other to collaborate with, they can be found, and they can post jobs and opportunities and projects. So, you know, someone might get a job in and they need to collaborate with someone, so they're put it in as an opportunity to say, hey, I need a videographer for this amount of time, or I need a singer, or I need a score, you know, a composer, or I need some prophetic art. You know, all these things that people might need, they now have a place to go and find them.
Amazing. And so, yeah, you've listed and you've said a few people that can be included in the directory. So could you just let us know a bit more about like who can become part of this directory?
Okay, can I show you the site? Shall I show it to you?
Of course, yes.
I can share my screen. Here we go.
Okay, so we get a bit of exclusivity here. Excellent.
This is an exclusive. So here we go. Let's hope this works first time. Here we go. We're in. So this is the directory. Let me just show you how someone might search then. So let's search for graphic design. Let's see if this works. Now, we didn't want to launch this website empty, so I've been working hard to get lots of pre-listings on the site before the site launches. So here we go. There were 2 people already done as graphic design, but I can extend my radius. I can search by distance, I can search by category. We'll just click on this guy here. Now, this is a good friend of mine who's based in Birmingham. So this is his listing. So you can see he's worked on all the alpha stuff. So this is what he's tagged for. These are the services, added images and video and all his amazing stuff he does. You can contact him straight away and all his socials. And down at the bottom here, the brilliant thing is you can get star ratings. So you can get people to rate you and leave comments, which is, I think, really important. You know, you need to know they're good for it.
Yeah.
Here we go. If I hover over this bit, these are all the services that you can list for. So we've got artists and makers, designers, written, marketing, media and interactive, sound, performance. The type, so you can be an agency, a business, a freelance ministry or non-profit. And then anything that doesn't quite fit into things like awards, creative leadership.
And a presenter and a host. So
yes, presenter and host. Yes. So there we go. You know, hopefully it covers all bases. Now you can see at the top of the site, it says we're launching in beta mode. So we're kind of launching where we think we're as good as we can get, but we know that once it goes live and we test in the marketplace, we want everyone's feedback, because there might be things that you think, well, I do this and it's not on there. So, yeah. But also this section is the opportunities. So not only can you find people, you can list a job or find a job or opportunity. So these are actually live opportunities at the minute. So here we go. The Eternal Wall of Answered Prayer needs a digital marketing expert.
Wow.
Passion UK need a marketing specialist. Sorted Magazine needs writers. And so the idea is that you can come here and find freelance work, voluntary work, as well as, you know, entry-level stuff, and jobs. And then if I go back to the directory, the last bit of info here is the articles and tips. So this, you only get to see this if you are logged in, and actually because I'm in incognito mode here, it's not going to let me actually open these articles, but I can see that they're there. But basically these are resources from experts on, so here we go, branding of creative business, and why does your business need to have a marketing strategy? So it will be a big resource that will grow over time, that will really resource the Christian creative community to kind of grow, improve, tips and advice from experts.
Right. So I think this is absolutely amazing. Not only because you said it's going to help people find people, but it's also going to help people that are out there already working so hard within the Christian community. Their business is automatically going to start, increasing, because people are going to actually be able to uncover and find these talented people, in the marketplace. So absolutely fantastic, Josie.
Oh, it's been many years in the making. I received seed funding from the Lions, which is a fabulous Christian entrepreneur program. So without that, this wouldn't have happened. And then a team, even in creating that, I've worked with a web designer, brand specialist, videographer, photographer, copywriter, marketing specialist. I've had a creative advisory board. I've had people, the Lions who gave me the money. I think I probably, and 2 illustrators, a voiceover, there's 11 different creative things that all of those people can be listing on the site. So again, to make projects come alive, you can find them.
You need to collaborate. You need to find them. I think it's absolutely amazing. And when is it launching? When is the directory?
So it is the 21st of April 2021, which is International Creativity and Innovation Day.
Oh wow!
I choose that day because it kind of so yes, that's the day it launches.
And then what do people have to do to be able to, once it launches, how can they become part of the network? And also, is it expensive? I think that's something that people worry about. Like, I want to be found, but is it going to cost me an arm and a leg to be able to do this?
Good question. So when the site goes live, you can go to the directory and you can click create a listing, and then you get to create an account and you can create your listing. Now, as a special launch offer, what we're doing is and also to help creatives in this coming out of lockdown, because I know the creative industries have been hit massively. So we are offering a 6 months free listing. So when we launch, you can follow on all our socials, and there'll be a coupon code which you can use. You can use it as many times as you want. So if you want to create multiple listings, you can, but you have to use that in the first month, so before the 21st of May. So then you can list, you get 6 months free. But there are 2 price points. So we're pitching it for individuals and non-profits. It's £3.50 a month, which is the price of a coffee. And then the other price point is for businesses and limited companies, which is £9.50 a month. And it's a monthly subscription. You can cancel at any time, but you get your 6 months free to start with.
And what happens if someone has more than one business?
So if you have more than one business, so for myself, I have created an account when I created a listing. So I created a listing for the Christian Creative Network, but I hold an account, so I can actually create another listing that is linked to my account for the Christian Creative Directory. I can create one for my business. So you can have many listings just under one account.
Amazing. So
you have to pay individually for each listing.
But you can connect it all together so people can still find out what you're doing under that umbrella, basically. So I can, like in my business one, I say I am the founder of Christian Creative Directory, and I can hyperlink that to my Christian Creative Directory listing. Right. So you can cross reference them if you like. Right. Yes. Amazing. But they're 3 people only see the listings, they don't see your account. Yeah. Okay. And what I was going to ask you as well, because you mentioned how difficult it has been for the Christian creative, not just Christian creative, but creative industry in general. What advice would you give anyone that's kind of been knocked and the confidence is gone? They feel like, what's the point? There's not much money. Like, how am I going to get back up, basically, in this time? What advice would you give to them?
So obviously very biased, I would say get onto the directory, because then you can be found or find others. But I think it's trust in the Lord. It all comes back to God. And when I started my business, I was pregnant with my first child. I just left my other jobs, and it's a very scary time. I'm not saying that everyone will be in that same boat, but I'm understanding the scariness of time, and it's just pray and trust God. And honestly, through the whole of my starting of my business, 14 years in now, God has always provided. I've never gone without work for that month. I've not always earned loads because I've been having babies and growing a family, but I would just say, just ask God, and He'll provide.
Yes,
it's a very Christian answer, isn't it?
But I believe it, so it's fine.
And get on the directory, and then you'll get found.
Yes. So yes, definitely.
There'll be hopefully lots of jobs and opportunities. So look out for those. Then that will help you.
Exactly. Even if it's a stepping stone, so if it is a voluntary and then moving to the next one, there's lots of opportunities. So I would say, as soon as this launches, I would say get on to the directory, because this is where you need to be. And you know, everything just feels so fresh at the moment as well, that the sun's coming out, like spring into summer. It just feels like the right time for new beginnings. So I would say to anyone out there to definitely get onto this directory, start things again, keep pushing through, and just get in contact with Josie if you need to. Josie, how can people find more about you if they need to?
So they can go to christiancreativedirectory.com, and that's the site, and there's a little about thing on there. You can even search for me, and that'll tell you who I am. But christiancreativedirectory.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Josie. As always, it's been a pleasure to have you online with us today. I wish you all the best with the launch on the 21st of April. And so look forward to speaking with you once it's launched and seeing where this is going and what happens. Thank you so much, Josie.
Thank you so much for having me.